Hi again, everyone. My name's Eddie Harrold, and I'm here at the Aspen Club in Aspen, Colorado. And today I want to show you a wonderful breathing technique to bring you into states of meditation, high states of concentration, a great way to remove stress and stay calm. It's also a wonderful way to fall asleep at night. And this technique is called alternate nostril breathing. When we look at the nostrils feed the brain and the respiratory glands of the brain, and the respiratory glands of the brain communicate with the hypothalamus, the hippocampus, the amygdala, all sorts of various systems of the brain almost immediately in regard to the potential of what's happening in that moment. First and foremost, to keep us safe, and self-preservation is something the brain is always looking to improve on. Now, when we do alternate nostril breathing, we change the pattern of how the breath and the energy of the breath enters the brain. The left nostril feeds the right prefrontal cortex, which classically is your intuition, your creativity, feeling, nonverbal ways of becoming curious around some of the old answers that we give ourselves. The right nostril feeds the left prefrontal cortex, which is our cognitive awareness, where we use languaging, numbers. We link breath and movement, and it's basically everything that we've done. So as we begin to cross-pattern this breath through the nostrils, there's a greater balancing that takes place in the autonomic nervous system. And you think of the autonomic nervous system as predominantly our accelerator, the heat, which comes from the adrenaline and cortisol, which predominantly is right nostril inhale up into the left prefrontal cortex. And the other side of the autonomic system is our cooling. It's the break. It's the rest and digest. And that predominantly comes in through the left nostril and goes up into the right prefrontal cortex, which is our feeling zone. Now, every 90 minutes or 3 hours or so, these nostrils will rotate which one is going to be more efficient and effective and which one is going to be more deficient and basically turned off. And this is the autonomic nervous system's way of keeping our body temperature of 98.6. And we'll go through this cycle 8 to 10 times every 24 hours a day. And what we're trying to do in the alternate nostril breathing is change how the patterning of air is coming in and the energy of the air into the brain. And when we can synchronize how the two prefrontal cortexes talk to each other, transcend the corpus callosum nerve fibers that separate the two cortexes, we can talk, we can listen with whole messages. And whole messages are a great way to improve communication, our listening skills, our speaking skills. And when our communication improves, our relationship skills go way up. And we can move away from some of the emotional tendencies that we have in relationships that shut us down or shut someone else down. And when that happens, there's a greater sense of revenue, whether it's financial revenue, whether it's love, whether it's an improved athletic performance. It's simply easier for you to stay in the zone. So let's take a look at this alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to bring my left thumb up, and I'm going to close off my left nostril. I'm going to inhale up my right nostril into my left prefrontal cortex. I'm going to take one of my fingers, close off the right nostril, release the thumb, and exhale out the left. I then inhale up the left nostril into your right prefrontal cortex. Close off the left, release the finger, exhale right. If you know the ocean-sounding breath, squeeze the throat slightly, inhaling right nostril. Feel the energy moving into the left prefrontal cortex and a slight spike. Close off the right, release the left, exhale left. Inhale left, you'll feel a little more calming. There'll be less of a heart rate spike. Close off, release, exhale right. Breathing as slowly as you can. Inhale. Close off, release, exhale, concentrate on relaxation. Inhale. Close off, release, exhale. Inhale. Close off, release, exhale. Inhale. Close off, release, exhale. Work at your own pace. Slower is better. Ocean sound if you need it. Just another round or two. Breathing as slowly as you can. Exhale, inhale, switch. Release your hand down. Now breathe through both nostrils. Notice the clarity of your mind. Notice the smoothness to the inhale and how the inhale is unblocked or uninhibited, and how calming that is to your cardiovascular system, but also the neurobiology of the brain. This is one of my favorite breathing exercises. I try to do it every morning before I begin the doing part of my day, so that I'm always as calm as possible, I'm as compassionate as possible. I'm trying to always see the bigger picture of what's trying to take place in my life. I'm trying to apply leverage with great skill, not just trying to apply leverage all over the place, exhausting myself with willpower. So as I do this alternate nostril breathing, I have access to both cortexes. So I'm using my whole brain. And this breath is a wonderful breath to be in a high state of concentration, a high state of meditation as you move through your day. It's also a wonderful technique to fall asleep at night. If you've had a rough day and you feel you've pushed your energy levels further than you normally do, this alternate nostril breathing will begin to alert the brain and the mind connection that it's time for rest, it's time to cool down, and it's time to let go of today. So 5 minutes of this breathing is huge in regard to allowing the serotonin to start to come up in the body, allow the cortisol and adrenaline to cool down, to allow alkalinity to come up, acidity to drop, and as serotonin levels rise, remember serotonin is the prerequisite for the melatonin that allows us to fall asleep, and predominantly melatonin is secreted between 10 o'clock at night and 2 o'clock in the morning. So serotonin is a prerequisite in regard to the levels of melatonin that we need for the brain to go from conscious to unconscious. And having that come up from your body is a wonderful tool so you can recover from your day and get a restful night's sleep and wake up and have a lot of vitality in the morning and make each day the best day it possibly can be for you. So use it to help you fall asleep at night. Use it for concentration, meditation, calming down. We all know the benefits of meditation. It's becoming very, very popular. And this breath-based meditation of alternate nostril breathing is a very quick way to allow the brainwave activity to sink into a mindfulness state of meditation. So it's great to be with you today. Practice this as much as you can. My name's Eddie Harrold. Go be great.